Lights out. We are coming to green this time. 35 laps the distance, $23,023 to the winner. Corey Day, Kyle Larson, Justin Peck, Kevin Thomas Jr., Justin Sanders, Cole Macedo. Those are your first 3 rows. Here we go. Watching the front row. RPMs rise, throttle drops, green flag in Kokomo.
Kyle Larson immediately to the bottom side of the racetrack. Corey Day grabs the cushion, will lead down the back straightaway as they fan out into turn 3 and 4. Larson tight on the cushion. Lap 1 goes to Corey Day as we got trouble in turn 3.
Big pileup, 3, 4, 5 cars involved, and one just did a Tommy tip over there in 3 and 4. Zeb Wise is involved. That's Ryan Timms, Chase Randall, and maybe one of the Indy Race Parts cars up there at the top of 3 and 4.
Maybe Shane Stewart, because I see Macri down here in the 71. Yep. We'll get confirmation once we get cars. And then tipped over, is that Emerson Axum?
It might be. I think it is Axum. It is Emerson Axum tipped over on his side. Real light contact when he did tip over, so don't believe that should be anything too detrimental. Maybe just a little damage to the top wing. But a big pileup before we got everybody past.
Good shots from our drone here on FloRacing can show some of the damage, and Dylan mentioned at the top wing, at least to the bird's eye view, looks like it's the most significantly damaged as it's Emerson Axum's car now pushed away by the four-wheeler. I'm sure that will be taking a visit to our work area just off the track in turn 2.
And it was Shane Stewart who was stopped up there at the high side of 3 and 4. And Axum you see on the front stretch being pushed by us here, and he'll head to the work area. Replay coming on Flow for those of you watching at home. And I think Zeb Wise was the first one that I saw to kind of get crossed up and turned around. There's Zeb on the high side at the back of the shot. And yeah, he and Chase Randall, it looks like, made contact. And then Axum did take a little bit of a harder tumble than I initially thought, so that probably explains why he is going to the work area. Here's a different look at it from the infield camera. Oh, Randall just got in there too hot, couldn't get stopped. And Zeb, kind of an innocent bystander, as is everybody else there.
Shane Stewart so close to getting out of that, trying to throttle up on the outside, got clipped. As we take a look now to the work area, you see the crew from CMR up on top.
Yeah, so the top wing there just above the left rear is bent inward. You can see those braces are bent. So you want those as stiff as possible for the side force that wing provides. And it looks like they maybe just bent them back in place. So, all right, lights out. We'll try it again. Day, Larson, Peck, Thomas, Sanders, Macedo, Abreu, Cap, Henry. Your first 4 rows. Row 5, the original row 5 at the back are eliminated. We'll try it again. Back to green we go at Kokomo. Corey Day skims the infield, uses all the racetrack to clear Kyle Larson for the race lead. Day goes back to the top side right away through 3 and 4. That's the place to be at that end. Corey Day leads lap 1.
Justin Peck to the inside of Kevin Thomas Jr. battling for third as Larson is now falling back into the clutches of those two. So the battle for second heating up now. A few tickling the top side of the racetrack as Corey Day begins to pull away.
Kevin Thomas Jr. feeling racy in the 16 TH on the bottom. The blue and yellow car there got crossed up trying to track down Kyle Larson. Now he falls back into the clutches of Justin Peck. Here's a slider for the third spot. Bottom step on the podium. Give it to Peck for now, but he can't get going. And Thomas crosses back over.
Don't look now. Here comes Rico Abreu, your most recent High Limit Sprint Car winner, lurking there in position as here goes Peck back to the inside of Kevin Thomas Jr. side by side at the front straightaway. Give it to KTJ.
Good battle for third. It's allowed the top 2 to get away and has brought Rico into the mix in this race for third, fourth, and fifth. Now Rico dials up the bottom lane. Big slider on Justin Peck for fourth. Gets up over the cushion. Peck able to get the car pointed down the hill and retakes the fourth spot.
Rico just 110% effort right now trying to get up and get back into contention with Young Money Kyle Larson, but still trying to work on Justin Peck. Peck begins to pull away a little bit. KTJ now starting to track down Kyle Larson.
Lap traffic already coming into play for the race leader, Corey Day. How will he handle this? Larson's so good through lap traffic. Day's got to pick his poison perfectly.
Oh, what a round in turn 2.
Yeah, spin right in front of the leaders here, Dylan Norris. So that gives Corey Day a break. He doesn't have to navigate his way through that lap traffic that was spread all over the racetrack.
And he was committed to the bottom on entry to turn 1, and that's exactly where Norris is sitting. So could have been detrimental for the young racer leading laps here in his second appearance with the High Limit Sprint Car Series.
I think Larson had to be licking his chops there, but he'll have to try it again on this restart. We see the choose cone being brought out on the front straightaway, making waves through the sprint car racing community this year. And drivers will get to choose what lane they want to restart in, top or bottom. And we'll choose this time.
They're getting smarter at figuring it out, but there are still a few that are able to really make some waves. We've seen Gio Selzy with us do it a couple of times now.
Yep, it has taken some time for some to understand what's to gain and what's to lose with this choose cone. And we talk about it all the time. You know, I think it's so interesting to try to understand why certain guys choose certain lanes at certain racetracks in certain conditions. So pretty straightforward here. The lead driver chooses the bottom of the front row, and the second place driver chooses outside the front row. 28 laps to go. Corey Day and Kyle Larson bring us back to green. Larson trying to get going in a hurry on the high side as Day slides up to the curb, hits that ledge. Here's the battle for the lead. Larson able to capitalize, goes to the bottom. Day does the Kokomo diamond move, drag race to the line. At the strike, give Larson that one by just a nose.
Day tries to get back up to the top, but Larson rips around the outside, move Young Money to the point. Here comes Justin Peck for second. Peck to the bottom, slider on Corey Day. Corey Day back in front, or back to the second position.
Cole Macedo is on the move. He just disposed of Kevin Thomas Jr. and is up to the 4th spot. KT's committed to the bottom. He runs 5th. Rico Abreu trying to get back on his horse. He rides in the 6th spot. Corey Day is 2nd, and Justin Peck 3rd, both trying to track down Larson.
Yeah, Macedo said he had a rocket ship. If he could just figure out the top, he skipped it over there a little bit as you look at Rico Abreu trying to battle there Justin Sanders. And he gets past Sanders, moves to the bottom side of the racetrack. So Rico trying to get something out of nothing here. The 24 car still rides in the 6th spot.
Back up front, lap traffic already looming for the race leader, Kyle Larson, out of turn 4. Dylan Norris, the red 19. Trent Pigden, the blue, black, and yellow 19. Both of them go to the bottom side. He leads Corey Day by about 10 car lengths, and another 10 back to 3rd place, Justin Peck. All 3, top 4 cars now, all on the high side.
Oh, Peck is coming, though. Peck is running some of the fastest laps. So is Cole Macedo, and Peck in that 13th car now can smell blood in the water when it comes to position number 2 with Corey Day. The top 3 around the outside getting through lap traffic.
Trent Pigden exits to the infield. We stay under the green flag. Oh, Larson tight on the cushion on entry to 1. Day closes in. Peck got over the cushion as well. He lost some ground. It's a race for the top 2 as Day bangs off the wall at the entry to turn 3.
Emerson Axum now, the first lap car on the top side of the racetrack. Larson's going to have to figure out which way to go as Day goes to the bottom, gets trapped. That's behind J.J. Hickle. And here comes Justin Peck for second.
Peck was able to find a hole and slip through the cracks there. Day tries to turn back down the hill, but Peck may have just enough momentum, and he may trap Day on the bottom here. Corey gets stuck behind the lap car of J.J. Hickle. Justin Peck around his outside to the 2nd spot with his sight set on the race leader, Kyle Larson. We've got 18 to go right here.
Larson getting around Jake Swanson to put the Alex Bowman Racing 55 a lap down. Peck now rim riding around turn 2 down the back straightaway, has second. Corey Day in that 3rd spot.
Cole Macedo just got around Corey Day, so he's on the move, having a great run in the Tarleton 21. So Cole Macedo now trying to track down Justin Peck, who's closed in on Kyle Larson as well as they race down the backstretch.
Macedo's got that Tarleton 21 wound up. Now you're right, he is starting to close in just a little bit on Justin Peck as Peck in that Book Motorsports 13 has all sorts of opportunities. He gets a little loose off the corner, and Kyle Larson now pulls away.
One of the Indy Race Parts 71 machines in the path of the race leaders. That's Anthony Macri, who's right in front of Kyle Larson on the high part of the racetrack. Larson looking for a way around as Macri turns off the cushion at the exit of turn 2. Peck is close. All it's going to take is a mistake from Larson, and Peck will be right there, and he closes off 4.
Yeah, Larson now caught up behind Anthony Macri. Macri committed to the top. Larson banks the cushion. Peck to the bottom. Off of corner number 2, it's still Kyle Larson, but Justin Peck's right there.
Cole Macedo watching and waiting. He is closing in on Kyle Larson on the high side, and Justin Peck on the bottom groove as they all funnel off of turn number 4. Top 3 nearly nose to tail as they rim ride through 1 and 2.
Vintage lap traffic action at Kokomo Speedway. Kyle Larson still trying to get around Anthony Macri. Here comes Justin Peck. He's right up to the tail tank this time into 1.
Where does he go? Lap cars to the bottom. He's got to wait for Larson to make a mistake on the treacherous top side of turns 1 and 2. Now Larson goes to the bottom, jams it in on the low side of Anthony Macri. He slides up to the cushion, kills a little momentum, but Peck is there but not able to capitalize.
Yeah, Kyle quickly gets back to the top of turn 2. He jumps the cushion a little bit. Peck loses some ground as well, as now Young Money trapped behind the lap car here. That is Veal there in the 17AU.
And here's Peck. He got to the left rear. Now Larson and go to the bottom and try and slide Jamie Veal and dispose of Anthony Macri. He jumps the cushion, hits the wall. Here's Peck to the inside. Change for the lead. Justin Peck to the top spot as we come to 9 laps to go.
Justin Peck says thank you very much. Kyle Larson now quickly off into attack mode into turn 1 and 2. Slider inbound. Justin Peck gets the momentum off corner 2. He's your new leader.
And that may be what he needs. You just need to get a gap sometimes, and as hard as it is to be perfect, Peck with clean air and the decision-making prowess to decide where he wants to go, that may be all the advantage he needs. Oh, he bobbles off 2. Just as we say that, Larson is not close enough to challenge, but he closes in again.
Coming down to 7 laps to go. It's Justin Peck, Kyle Larson, then a little ways back to Corey Day, but the battle for the lead is where it's at here at Indiana's baddest bull ring as Kyle Larson tries to rally the 57 to get to the tail tank of Peck.
Different approaches through 1 and off of turn 2 for both of the leaders. Peck is kind of trying to point it down the hill and miss the ledge. Larson's trying to cheat it now and slide up to it and get the car pointed that direction. It worked better for Peck right there. 5 laps to go this time by.
Peck a little squirrely off of turn 4. Larson to the outside of the lapper. That's Chase Randall. He'll go through the middle. Battle for the lead. Kyle Larson can't get it done there as Peck pulls away down the back straightaway.
More lap traffic ahead. Corey Eliason's running on the high side. Jake Swanson's on the bottom groove. This is going to play into the hands of what the leaders do and affect their decision making with Eliason on the high side in the preferred groove. Peck gets tight on the cushion. Larson does too. They're still separated by about 6 or 7 car lengths.
And they're still side by side in front of these two as Eliason now dispatches of Jake Swanson. Swanson gives up the top lane for Justin Peck, but Kyle Larson closing back in just again, a little bit again. 3 laps coming to 2 to go.
Corey Day has gotten back around Cole Macedo. He rides third in the NOS Energy Drink 7 BC. Here's Peck looking outside of the lap car of Eliason. He's got to dive to the bottom. White flag and a spinner next time by, or a spinner right there as the white flag will be out next time by. And we finally go yellow.
That's the 19 of Norris, Dylan Norris, second incident of the day. And he's kind of off the racetrack, but caution will wave as they were coming to the white flag, Dylan.
Oh,
holy
boy.
cow.
Oh, boy. Well, this is just how you draw it up.
What do you think, race fans? Got ourselves a show here at Kokomo.
Justin Peck, Kyle Larson, Corey Day, the top 3. Rico Abreu rides 4th. Cole Macedo, who was charging there in the Tarleton 21, is back to 5th. Justin Peck trying to win his first race since February. He's got 1 win to his name this year, came all the way back 2nd month of the year at Lincoln at the Icebreaker, and has been so close so many times this year, but just has not been able to get back to victory lane.
I've known him and his dad, Steve. Dylan, you have too, since we were way back in the quarter midget days, and Justin told me his dad has not changed. He still paces back in the pit area, will not watch. I can only imagine what's going through Steve's head right now.
He's got one of the best in the business to hold off. We'll have 2 laps to go. It'll be a green-white-checkered. Single file because we're under 10 laps to go. Peck, Larson, Corey Day, Rico Abreu, Cole Macedo, your top 5.
This one for $23,000. It's a 2-lap sprint here at Kokomo. We're back under the green flag.
Peck gets a good restart, but what does he do? What does Larson try to do? Peck gets through the cushion to 1 and 2 well. Larson doesn't get through it well at all. They race down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. White flag going to be out this time by for Justin Peck.
Justin Peck leads at the white flag. Larson second. Rico Abreu from 7 to 3rd. He's looking for more as they go down the back straightaway for the final time.
Peck's got to be perfect. Larson going to go to the bottom just to try something, but it's not going to be enough. Justin Justin Peck, welcome back to Victory Lane. He wins the High Limit Sprint Car Series feature event at Kokomo. Kyle Larson second, Rico Abreu on the podium in third. And Corey Day got into the wall at the entry to turn one. How about that drive, folks? Justin Peck, the Indiana boy, gets it done here at Kokomo. His first win since February at Lincoln, Pennsylvania.
As the late Brian Clausen would say, I parked it. And that's Justin Peck right here in Victory Lane at Kokomo Speedway. His first high limit sprint car win, second sprint car win of 2023. And it's a Hoosier here in Victory Lane. His dad, Steve, gives him a hug. JP with the neckband. And already Justin's got a cold beer. I have a feeling there'll be plenty of those. What do you think, race fans? But let him hear ya. He's cracked it up top. Here he is, Justin Peck, your winner at Kokomo. As the fireworks come off in Victory Lane, this has got to be one happy Monrovia, Indiana driver again. Such a good car, such a good season. It's been close so many times. I'm getting deafened by the fireworks here. Holy cow. Congratulations, Justin. You're a winner at the High Limit Sprint Car Series. What does this mean? Oh, man. What does this moment mean to you? You have come a long way in your racing career. There have been highs and lows, but to put on a demonstration like that against one of the best in the world, what does this one mean?
Man, I just feel good to win a damn race. It's just, it's like everything's been stacked against us all year, man. It's just like we get out leading and blow a tire, blow a motor. I'm fast and I stuff myself in a fence or just get collected and pilot. But, my guys kept grinding it out, man. And, that's kind of what this deal's about. You get going up and down the road and you get chewed up and spit out pretty easy. And it's just, it feels rewarding when you can put it all together. And when you got a group of guys like, Tom Book and Kurt and Sean behind me that, support me all the way and don't give up on us. It's pretty cool, man. It's a great feeling to park this Avani windows and doors, Coastal Race Parts, water treatment by design, Speed Toys, Big Spring Car Wash, number 13 of Victory Lane.
Walk me through the battle on lap traffic. Obviously stalking Kyle there for many laps there early in the going. What did you see when he made that mistake, and how good did it feel to finally be there to capitalize?
I kind of felt I fell to fourth there early. KT got around me because I was trying to bottom and just his testing out the waters, seeing how fast it was going to go away and if it was going to be there, a viable option when we got to Dyson in traffic. Because when you got a ledge like that in 1 and 2 and you're just full song over there in 3 and 4, man, Kokomo Speedway is badass. This is my favorite racetrack in the entire country to come to. It's awesome that they packed the stands tonight. It's a great turnout, man, and I hope it's just a sign to come for more wing races here.
You've, throughout your career, have gone off to run in Ohio, run across the country, but you're a Hoosier. We always find our way back home. Does this one mean anything extra more as a kid coming in here as a fan? I know you and your dad, Steve, have traveled up and down the road, but to be here now at the top step here in Victory Lane?
Yeah, like I said, I love Kokomo Speedway, and raced here quite a bit. It felt like running midget stuff, and had one wing sprint car experience, and that ended over there in a turn 1 fence. So it's cool to park a sprint car in Victory Lane here, man. It's you see all the legends that win here, and just the history of this place, and it's known for putting on badass races and being cowboy up and just kind of got to go for it. So it's really cool, man, to park a 410 sprint car in Victory Lane. Like I said, my guys deserve it, man. They've been giving me badass race cars, and we just haven't been producing the results that we needed to. So it feels good to finally get it done.
You get a new track record, and by the way, you got $3,000 extra on top of the 23 because a lucky fan rolled a 3. So how about that?
Hey, Tom, does that mean that 3 goes to me?
There you go. We'll be answer that question later. Justin Peck, ladies and gentlemen, your big winner here at Kokomo in the High Limit Sprint Car Series. We got a 50-50. Rob's got the bag. Justin's going to pick one. We're going to go red. Okay, it's a red ticket. Pull those out. 679-468. 679-468. You are a 50-50 raffle winner. Rob, I'll let you hang on to that as we continue on with our second place finisher. We'll go find Kyle Larson for the second straight High Limit Sprint Car Series event. Comes home in the second position. That's Kokomo, man. Just cowboy up on the top side of the racetrack. Walk me through what happened there in turn 2.
Yeah, it was just a great track, and the curb got massive over there. So I tried to throw my slider and be on the other side of it, and I just the fluff, the cushion or whatever, and got over it and kind of got hung up on it. And I think that's right when Peck got by me too. And then he was airing it out. He was really good. So great race though in traffic. I mean, traffic was intense. I mean, them guys were running everywhere and just fast enough. That I like Macri was just fast enough. I didn't think I was ever close enough to like throw a slide job at him. But looking back, I mean, I wish I would have tried just to get him to kind of move off the top sooner. Maybe I could have got away from them guys a little bit. But all in all, I mean, a great race car again. We've been good every night. We get in the 57. So look forward to the rest of this week and then on into next week. So hope all you fans enjoyed that. I know every high limit race this year has been amazing. So if you want to see some good racing, definitely tune into Flow for all these high limit races up in person. It's a great show. So couldn't do without all the fans and all the Flow and yeah, just a great night. Just come a little bit short again.
All right, that's Young Money. Kyle Larson comes home second for the second straight High Limit Sprint Car Series race. Rico Abreu, I don't know how you do it, man, because it seems like when the chips are out, you find a way. Walk me through your run from 7th, especially there at the end with Corey Day, two California guys going at it.
Yeah, just tough racing. That was a cushion pounder there. Just good old Kokomo. Exciting to be back here. Thank you to the High Limit Series for bringing us back on a Tuesday night. Some unbelievable fans here, and these guys getting the show over in probably just about 3.5, 4 hours. So that's good momentum for them. And this 24 team is just, getting on these podiums and putting ourselves in position. I just can't thank these guys. They work hard, man, and it's that was tough racing. It's easy to get out of rhythm when you're racing that hard, and I just focus on keeping my composure. And when we get restarts like that, I feel like our car really comes into play. And the 7 car pulled out, and I just had enough speed to go around him off of 4. So, just needed a few more laps just to get up and dice it up. We tried some stuff in the dash and got a little bit behind, and, we kind of had to play catch up there. But just thank you to these guys.
What's the difficulty about lap traffic? We kind of find it throughout the course of our high limit season, but I feel like here it just played a pivotal role. So how hard is it to negotiate and to, I guess, manage who's going to go where and where you need to go?
Just judging the pace, studying who you're racing against. It's really easy. It kind of flattens off a turn 4 here. So when you're up top, the lap cars can kind of crowd you, and you can't put yourself in a bad position. So picking and choosing when you time to pass these guys, I felt like my car had a lot of steam off of turn 2, and I could stay really up high by the wall and keep that moisture in my right sides and carry a lot of momentum into turn 3. And that's really where my car accelerated. We struggled there in the beginning of that race and kind of played cat and mouse games with everybody. And then, these last 10 laps, my car is unbelievable.
Well, still fun to watch. Heck of an effort. Rico Abreu, another podium finish with the High Limit Sprint Car Series. He comes home in 3rd. Well, race fans, I tell you what, you got your money here tonight. That is vintage Kokomo. That's why we love this place. Dylan, that was an awesome show.
That was. And again, reminder, race fans, pits are open. You're welcome to go back there and explore, check out the race cars, check out the guys that drive them, and chat them up and get an autograph or two. We'll run you through your full feature rundown. Justin Peck picks up his first High Limit Sprint Car Series feature event win. Kyle Larson second for the second straight race, and Rico Abreu third, doing well to keep up with his 2.7 average finish over the last couple of weeks. Corey Day, a nice solid run for him tonight. He finishes 4th, and a good run as well for Cole Macedo in the 5th spot. Justin Sanders was 6th, Brady Bacon 7th, another top 10 for Cap Henry. He finishes 8th. Logan Seavey is 9th, and Parker Price Miller runs 10th. Corey Eliason finished 11th. Kevin Thomas Jr. was 12th. Anthony Macri 13th. Jamie Veal was 14th. Chase Randall 15th. Byron Reed was 16th. J.J. Hickle finished 17th. Emerson Axon was 18th. Shane Stewart finished 19th. And Jake Swanson rounds out your top 20. And the final 4 cars, Dylan Norris was 21st. Trent Pignon 22nd. Zeb Wise 23rd. And Ryan Timms 24th.